Hello from the jungle. Now I will say something about the gear. We are in the Juma Lake and we made a nice shelter here. So what to bring to the jungle? You don't have to have special stuff like I do. Usually you need just long sleeves and long trousers. Basically the best is to have a shirt, not a t-shirt. This shirt preferably should be light color because the mosquitoes are attracted by dark colors. And if you have light color, you can also easily spot the insects that walk around the clothes. So I have a hat. This hat is not against the sun. It can be, but it's against the insects that are falling from the plants that you pass by. You can have a mosquito net if there is so much mosquitoes, but usually it's just a disturbance. I don't use it that much. This pattern is the desert pattern. Actually, we are not in desert. I can be all green, but I'm not a soldier. I don't want to be invisible, yeah. So I want to be easily spotted by my friends when they look for me. And this light color also because of the insects that I can easily see all of them. It should be like thick and the material, so the mosquito can bite through, and airy, so it's not that warm inside. The same for the shirt. This shirt actually is a Bushman shirt. I bought it for 50 euros in Europe. It also has some silver lines against bacteria and some repellent inside. You have to use always some repellent. I use DEET. DEET is the strongest. I use the 30%. You have different percentage of the DEET chemical inside, but usually 30% is enough. The more you have, it doesn't make any change. I have a lot of pockets here, so you can put a lot of things. Keys from the hotel, you can put in somewhere else, but usually I can have a knife. So what you should have is also a small knife. I use opinel knife, which you can easily open just putting like this, right? And it's a very sharp knife, yeah. Then I have a machete. It's nice to have it attached to your belt, so you can have your arms open. And you can easily buy a machete here in Brazil. This is like a medium size. It costs about 30 reais. You can have a shorter one, but this is not that useful to cut bigger branches. You can have a longer one, but for long walks it's also not comfortable. So it's about 35 centimeters long. This one on the other side has a simple thing to cut down small branches. Okay, this belt is the classical Brazilian belt made from leather. It costs 16 reais. Where do you put your repellent? You put it just on here, here, and on the neck. The shoes are like amphibious shoes. You can see these shoes are half leather to protect the shoe, to make it stable, and there's a textile part which is not impermeable. The water gets inside. You don't want to get the water outside because the rains are so heavy, so you just get wet all the time. The purpose is to get wet and to get dry fast. There are two holes on this side. So if you walk in the river, in 20 seconds you get out of the river and it dries out easily. You don't have to have these shoes actually. You can have just any cloth shoes that are comfortable. Any that can also dry fast because you don't want to be wet all the time. Some people also use rubber boots, like my colleague has. Sometimes they can be less comfortable because for long walks, even when it's borrowed especially, you can borrow it in the lodge. But if it's not yours, maybe you can make some pain. But it's really comfortable to wear it in rainy seasons. And it protects against necks also.
Live from Amazon.com. If you like this show, I would be happy if you follow this YouTube channel, and for more news you can go to livefromamazon.com blog, and you can buy me a coffee there.